In this short video, I'm going to share how to do a listening partnership. It's a fantastic way to be deeply listened to and feel witnessed in what you're experiencing. So let's dive in. We are going to work in pairs. So you're going to choose somebody and you're going to set an amount of time to talk together. So one person will go first. That's going to be the person talking for 5 minutes, maybe 7 minutes, 15, but you're going to set it in advance. And maybe you have a timer on the side. And when that person's talking, they're checking in with what's going on for them, and the listener is purely there to listen, not to interject or to find a solution like we might normally do in everyday conversation. So the listener will be making eye contact, they might be going, aha, nodding their head. So they're showing that they're listening. But in this simple form of listening partnership, they don't need to say any words back. It might be very tempting, but you're going to try and not jump in and just purely listen. At the end of the time, you're going to stop, take a breath, and the listener is now going to ask a question, a very mundane question. It could be, what did you have for breakfast? Or what are you wearing? So it's something very easy that gets you out of that reflective mode that you've been in so far. You then swap over. So the listener becomes the person who's talking, and the person that was talking before now becomes the listener. And so they are now going to stay quiet, even though they might hear something that they have a similar experience or they really agree with. They're going to stay quiet so that person can purely talk and really feel listened to. And then when the timer finishes, again, you're going to take a deep breath, and the listener is going to ask a mundane question like, what did you have for breakfast? And it just helps to switch your mind out of that reflective state. And then it's really important that you say, thank you very much, and you go on with what you want to do. If you start chatting about what you've been talking about or other things, maybe you know each other outside of the listening partnership as friends, it can start to take up a lot of time. And then that means that you're not sure how long the activity is going to take. But if you know that you have 10 minutes, the other person has 10 minutes to speak, and you're done after 20 minutes, you're going to more likely keep up with it on a regular basis. So for example, you might decide Tuesdays are good for both of you, and you set a particular time, and once a week you phone the other person and you do your listening partnership. And it's this beautiful sounding board where you can let off steam, you can say what's alive for you. You might learn a lot from hearing yourself talk out loud, different from hearing, just thinking inside your own head. And you'll also learn a lot from the other person. And something else important to say is that you're listening, hopefully without judgment. You might notice anything that comes up for you as you listen to the other person, but you're not sharing that, you're listening. That very deep listening that can be so healing because you're witnessing the other person just being able to express whatever it is that they need to express. You can do it on all sorts of topics. So it could be on parenting. The term listening partnership actually came from hand-in-hand parenting. It could be around your menstrual cycle. It could be your experience of going through the menopause. It could be work-related. It could be absolutely anything. And it's an absolute joy to feel witnessed and just be enough as you are. So I hope you will try it. It works really well just between two people. It can work beautifully as part of a group where, say like a women's circle, where you want to just break off into pairs to be able to speak freely. Maybe not everybody likes a big group setting, and they can talk more freely one-to-one. And then you can come back into a bigger group. So there's lots of different settings that you can use this. I've certainly used them on retreats, workshops, even in my yoga classes. We might break out and just have a chance to say what's going on for you today. So I hope this short little introduction was useful. Do let me know in the comments whether you've tried it and how it went. I'd love to hear.